Hi, welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit. I read tarot intuitively, and today we're doing a viewer's request reading. We're doing everything about your soulmate. We're doing a soulmate reading. So it's going to be a timeless pick-a-card reading. We have 3 piles to choose from. We have the Lovers, pile number 1. Pile number 2, we have the World card. Pile number 3, we have the Devil card. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my email ID and my Instagram handle is given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Lovers card, this is going to be your soulmate reading. So we're asking Spirit today everything about your soulmate. So angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family, please help me tap into pile number 1's soulmate. Help me tap into pile number 1's soulmate. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters. Who is pile number 1's soulmate? Who is pile number 1's soulmate? Who is pile number 1's soulmate? This is a new deck, by the way, so I'm really excited to use it today. I just got it today. It's called the Gustave Doré Tarot. I think that's how it's pronounced. One more shuffle. Who is pile number 1 soulmate here? Spirit. Okay, pile number 1. So what I'm getting here is we have the 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands with Knight of Swords, and we have the Lovers card. So I think your soulmate is someone who is definitely someone who's very, very extroverted here. I think you may be the introvert here, but your soulmate is definitely your opposite. Your soulmate is someone who, perhaps you may be someone who loves to work alone here. You may be my lone wolf, pile number 1, but I think your soulmate is someone who has this innate understanding that their own personal growth has a lot to do with the growth of others. You know, so it's giving me like very bodhisattva vibes, so to speak here. And they're definitely a team leader of some kind. They're definitely very entrepreneurial. You know, they're definitely someone who works with a lot of people, and your soulmate is a great natural leader here. That's what I'm picking up. And not just that, I think your soulmate is very, very conventionally good looking and attractive. Pile number 1, I think your soulmate has a lot of options. And they're very fiery. They're very magnetic. They're very attractive. There's something very alluring about your soulmate here. We have the Queen of Wands. And again, remember, you can always switch genders, roles, however, to, you know, cater to your situation and need. And you don't, it's a general reading, so don't try to fit the glass shoe if it doesn't fit, you know. If you don't feel this is your reading, it may be another one. So getting that out of the way, yeah. So your soulmate is someone who's very, very attractive here, and I think your soulmate is someone who, I think firstly, I think you and your soulmate have age difference here. I think either you would be someone who's older, or your soulmate is someone who's older. And I think a lot of y'all may be into that dynamic, you know. So just know that your soulmate is older or younger, whichever way you want to, you sort of like it, you know. Because I'm sensing a lot of y'all like someone younger and a lot of y'all like someone older. So just know that whatever you've innately liked always as a teenager, that's going to be your soulmate here. That's what Spirit is saying. And we have the Knight of Swords. So, not only is your soulmate very passionate, very attractive, but your soulmate is a decisive thinker. They may be great at communicating here. I don't know, we'll see how great they are about communicating their emotions, but they're very decisive thinkers and they know exactly when to act. Your soulmate is very action-oriented, very extroverted. I'm getting a very go-getter energy here. They will definitely be paving the way here for you also. But they definitely love to take charge. They love a good competition, and they love a good sort of just climbing up the ladder and mountain here of some kind, Yeah, so they're very, very action oriented here. I think your soulmate is the kind of person, pile number 1, they would be upset if they didn't have anything to do. So I think what your role is going to be here with your soulmate is to give them the balance so they don't burn out in their conquests here. I think you need to have a more grounding effect on your soulmate. So we'll shuffle more cards. Okay, we got 9 of Wands. So, okay, one more card, Spirit. Okay, there was one card that flew. So we have the Knight of Wands. No, sorry, we have 9 of Wands, we have 9 of Cups, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, very interesting. So firstly, no Cups card. So, well, we have 9 of Cups. Okay, so, but what I meant is, I think my nose is also itchy. So what I'm getting here is, I asked Spirit, how and when will you meet your soulmate? So I think this is mirroring. I think your soulmate is going to go through very similar things, or is going to at least mirror very similar experiences that you have accumulated over the years here. And what I'm getting here is, I think you and your soulmate both are very individualistic. I think you both have very distinct personalities here, and y'all are very successful in whatever y'all do here. And let me tell you, whenever you're successful, or whenever you're on the verge of success, the amount of enemies you have just goes up. And that's what I'm getting here with the 9 of Wands card. So I think when you will meet your soulmate is, I think you both will be alone. I don't think either one of y'all would have been in a relationship or are in a relationship when you meet each other. But you would, and I guess you would have had enough time to be by yourself here. And I think you're definitely carrying some sort of wound here, but I think meeting your soulmate naturally will be very, very healing for you. So I think you may meet at a party. For some of y'all, I'm sensing you may meet at like a workout place or something like that. Some of y'all may meet at work here. But I think that the timing is important here. I think you will meet your soulmate. And I know this is ironic, pile number 1, but I think you will meet your soulmate when you finally feel you don't really need anyone. That's what I'm getting. So, pile number 1, I think the best thing you can do to attract your soulmate is take care of yourself in the best way possible. Just imagine that you're already with your soulmate. How would you live your life if you were already with your soulmate? So, and by that what I mean is, you have to sort of keep challenging yourself to keep getting better and better. And I think you have that. I think you have the drive and the will to do something really well. And to take your time with it, which is the Knight of Pentacles that I wanted to get at. So what I'm getting here with the Knight of Pentacles is, I don't think it's going to be a very quick relationship. It's not going to be something that, this is definitely not someone who's going to love bomb you. This is not the kind of person that will, this person doesn't have any empty promises to keep. And I think they will take as much time as they want to gauge you, to see if, you're sort of the person here. And I definitely think that you both will have sort of like an intrinsic pull towards each other here. But just know that I think first you would be friends. And I think this is something even your soulmate has learned over the years. I think your soulmate was someone who would be very decisive and very quick into getting into relationships and things like that. But over time, with mistakes, I think your soulmate has learned that to really have a successful relationship, you definitely need to be friends first. And so I think you will have a period of just being friends for a while. And I think the falling in love will happen very naturally. You know, it's almost like cause and effect here. So I think even if you may intuitively realize this is your soulmate, I don't think you should jump into anything, because I think you both have boundaries here. I think you both have been hurt a lot in your past. You both have had very, very disappointing relationships, dealt with some really, really disappointing people here. That's what I'm getting. But you will definitely meet your soulmate when you feel the need that you finally don't need someone. I think that's when your soulmate will show up and pull up on you. And and you're definitely going to meet in a crowded place. Like it's going to be a party of some kind, a celebration of some kind. Yeah. What else? Yeah, we'll ask Spirit for how will the relationship with your soulmate be, and will you end up marrying your soulmate? So, Spirit, tell me, how will the relationship progress here? How will pile number one's relationship with their soulmate progress? Pick that card. How will Okay, these are too many cards. We'll take this. I think one more card, Spirit. One more card, Spirit. So a lot of nines. I think 9 may be very important for some of y'all here. You may have your life path number 9, or 9 is a significant date to either one of y'all, or some of y'all were born on the 9. So we have the Devil card, we have 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, Chariot, and 9 of Cups. So, and we had 9 of Cups before too, right? So we have 2 9 of Cups. So I think what I'm getting here with the 2 9 of Cups is you need to understand that you're only going to meet your soulmate when you're already sort of following your soul's calling here of what you're truly meant to do here in your life. I think you have a very special purpose here, pile number 1, and I think your soulmate does too. And do I see marriage for y'all? Definitely. But I think it may be like a slow mountain to climb here, because I think you both want to be sure, and I think you both will take your time to get to where you both need to truly be. And I'm definitely sensing some angelic guidance and protection here. So just know that everything will happen with your person in divine timing. And I think what I'm really getting here is you may have to go through different phases with your soulmate. You may be friends first. For some of y'all, if it's work related, you may have to sort of figure out and get over the awkwardness of being colleagues and lovers, things like that. And we have the Lovers card. So, and what I'm also getting here is you may, or your future soulmate or future spouse may want to live by the sea. So know that you will eventually get a house with them by the sea. That is what Spirit is saying. And the signs that we have, your soulmate could be a Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, or you may have any of these prominent placements in your chart. I'm also getting Gemini and Sagittarius. So I think what is really being highlighted here, pile number 1, is you will definitely have a very spiritual union But I think what Spirit is really saying here is to sort of maintain your own individuality and just keep doing what you're already doing. Don't be dissuaded in the future by your soulmate in the context of wanting to do certain things or expecting certain results from them. So what Spirit is saying is don't give up on anything that you are already doing. This person is supposed to add to your cup, not take anything away from you, and that goes vice versa here. So please remember that your both's cup will only overflow if you reach a point where you're very self-contained. And I think everything that I think you both are mirroring this in each other. I think you both have been given sort of these life challenges and lessons to learn, to sort of know that despite taking care of everyone else, taking care of yourself has to be a priority here. It really has to be a priority here. So I definitely see you guys make money together, but I think you both will have your separate joint finances already before you come together. So if you're not in a place where you're financially independent, you will be. And I think all of it will happen very soon. I think you will meet your soulmate around the same time that you will get your financial independence. And there's definitely a lot of attraction here. I think it may start off as something very, very lusty, but it will definitely grow into, you will really grow into really seeing each other for who you really are, both of y'all here. So, and there's definitely a victory. So even if you have sort of issues in your relationship, it is not anything you can't overcome. And all the tests, so to speak, that you will have to go through in your relationship here they're already sort of destined, is what I'm getting, So I think in order to truly have a very smooth cycle with your soulmate, what Spirit is really saying here is to increase your trust and your faith in things that you cannot see. Because you will have to invest a lot with your soulmate without exactly being able to gauge the end results. But the end results are going to be something you want. It may not work out in the ways you expected, but just know that it will definitely work out in the favor for both of y'all here. And there's a lot of movement. You will have movement with your soulmate once you sort of get over the knowing each other part and just letting the inhibitions fall here. Yeah, but I'm definitely getting a lot of Capricorn Aries. So either you are a Capricorn Aries or your soulmate has any of those placements here. But you're definitely going to get the man or the woman of your dreams here. You both see each other as wish fulfillment, and your wishes will be granted. So I think what Spirit is also saying here is you can definitely keep manifesting your soulmate in the meantime. Yeah. So definitely keep manifesting your soulmate. They're definitely coming in very, very soon. And I think when in doubt, and I think the way in which this person is going to trigger you is, I think you both have issues with self-worth, and when you finally meet this person, your soulmate may not seem like the type that you would usually go for, but Spirit is saying have patience and just know that even if they come off as very standoffish, once you sort of cut through the denseness of the exterior, you will definitely get someone who's very tender and very gentle and very nurturing here. So your soulmate is someone who's very, very loving, and they definitely want to pour into you like nobody else, but you need to have the right amount of patience here and the right amount of surrender and patience. Yeah. Because what you need to understand is meeting your soulmate is not just falling in love, whatever. Meeting your soulmate, it has a lot to do with your own personal destiny and sort of fulfilling that, So I'm definitely picking up a very high level soul connection here. You're going to be very, very happy with them. We'll pull and see if we can get any additional messages. Any additional messages for pile number 1, Spirit? Okay, so we have the 3 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 2 of Swords. So what I'm getting here is that there may be some initial heartbreak with your soulmate. You may go through an initial sort of misunderstanding with each other, and I think that itself will catalyze you in both of you all realizing that you both cannot truly live without each other and that you're truly meant for each other. And I think you will reach a point where that will be very evidently clear to you. So, and I'm also seeing a lot of candles here, so please start manifesting, you know, and or if you are manifesting, just know that your soulmate is coming in. So this is confirmation. Yeah, I think your soulmate definitely wants to worship you, you know. We definitely have an 18 plus reading, so I'm not going to go into that, but you can definitely check out the 18 plus reading if you're above 18. But, you know, they definitely want to worship you. They definitely want to treat you like the king or the queen you are here. And I feel pile number 1, you've almost given up on love. You know, I think you've had a lot of bad experiences, but I think it's important for you to know that everything you've gone through was sort of like a setup for you to get to your soulmate. You almost had to sort of level up, you know, to a point where you would be open to meeting your soulmate here like this. And you will meet your soulmate here. It's very destined. I don't think anyone can stop you from meeting your soulmate here. And we have the 10 of Cups finally. So, you know, you're going to have a happily ever after. You know, the cup is going to run over for both of y'all. And I think both of y'all may be into aphrodisiacs. But just know that you will have a happily ever after with your soulmate, and you will find the contentment that you've always wanted. And yeah, I think this is, I don't even see this as shadow, but I think your soulmate is very possessive. They definitely want you all to themselves. So I think you may have to eventually fight to sort of maintain some sort of separateness and individuality. But I don't see them being possessive in like a jealous way. And even if there's jealousy, it will be healthy jealousy. It's just, I think your soulmate just realizes that, you know, they finally found you, so they cannot let you go, you know. So I think that is just a very natural human reaction. So it's nothing negative, you know. It's not something you cannot talk to each other about, you know. And they definitely want to just see you do everyday things in the house, you know. I think that is what really makes them happy and turns them on, so to speak. I'm seeing a lot of outdoor traveling with your soulmate, but I'm also seeing a lot of transformation here. I think when you both meet each other, you're definitely going to start triggering each other to sort of, you both will catalyze and trigger each other into changing and transforming into your highest versions. And let me tell you, it may sort of, you know, we spoke about the initial heartbreak that you both will feel, but what that will do is it'll just basically crack you open for your true potential and everything that you've always wanted. You know, we often see the peak, but we sort of understand that in order to get to the peak, you know, you have to take the winding road. It's never like a straight cut out road, right? And what I'm also getting here is, I think that there's just going to be some initial hang-ups that you both have. I think you both have your walls up, but you both will definitely warm up to each other and take the necessary choice and decision. But even if they sort of lag in taking decisions, and you know, we sort of spoke about how they're very, very decisive thinkers and actors, just know that they're so infatuated by you that, you know, they often don't know what to do or say. So be patient with them and give them the time to come towards you, not come at you, you know, come towards you because I think they themselves need some healing, and you know, divine timing is at play here, so there's nothing to truly worry or fear. But I think you may be triggered in your own sense of self-worth, and I think that sort of ties back into how you need to constantly sort of maintain your own independence financially, emotionally, spiritually, you know. I think you just have to keep focusing on being your own person here, and just taking accountability for yourself, no matter who or what is in your life, or isn't in your life anymore. You know, you cannot be phased by the absence or, you know, the presence of your soulmate. You need to know that yes, you know, it's going to be a union, but Spirit is saying is you need to constantly be in union with yourself to sort of manifest this union, you know. So candles are just not going to cut it all the time. You sort of have to bring yourself in harmony and balance, which is sort of like a fair deal here, pile number one, I would say. But there's definitely going to be a lot of lovemaking and just contentment. I think you both haven't been content for a very, very long time, and just know that the contentment is coming. I'll pull some oracle and see if you can get any more messages, any more messages, anything more, Spirit. Okay, we have achievement, appreciation, and submission. So we have Venus in Pisces, Sun in, what is that? Is that Sun in, I think that's Virgo. Is that Capricorn? I don't remember the sigil. Yeah, so we have achievement, appreciation, and submission. So I think you both may eventually struggle with meeting each other halfway, but I think that process itself is going to be very, very enlightening for you to sort of get into understanding each other and knowing when to sort of put down your sword and, you know, let your partner sort of have their way. But being with each other is definitely going to feel like an achievement. And, you know, we sort of have the cornucopia symbol here, which is Moon in Leo, so maybe you have a Moon in Leo placement. But you definitely have a very abundant future, and I think it's also very, very guided here. Pay attention to birds. Birds have some important messages, you know, for you. And if you watch my channels, just know that birds are very important. Pay attention to them. You know, birds are definitely messengers here for you, and they definitely have something to say. And I think what they're trying to say here is that your relationship and your union with your soulmate is divinely protected. No one can get in your way, you know. So even if this is even if you're like, you know, same sex, just know that you will eventually get the approval that you need here. So it's all going to really work out for you in the end. I think this is a personal test for you in faith and surrender, and I think that's what you truly need to do. And your soulmate will sort of just pop up at the most random time when you've really given up, is what I'm getting. Any other messages, Spirit? Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number ones. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my Instagram handle and my email ID is given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the World card, this is going to be a reading on everything about your soulmate that we can find. So first we are asking angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family. Who is pile number 1's soulmate? Who is pile number 1's soulmate, and how will you meet them? Just get that card. How will Okay, so we have the Hangman, Justice, King of Swords, the Empress, Seven of Cups, and the Wheel. So, very interesting. Firstly, that there is a lot of angelic protection and guidance in meeting your soulmate. So just know it's going to be a very, very guided journey. And even though it's going to be a very, very guided journey, pile number 2, I think your spirit team will hint at you that this is your soulmate, but I think the day you're supposed to meet them, they're not going to say it. I think that's something they want to keep a surprise. And it's going to be a very destined meeting. And what I'm picking up here is, I think you and your soulmate are just very distinctively different people, but you still have that yin and yang component to each other, so it's like you could be doing something completely different, like, I don't know, maybe your soulmate is a doctor and you're like a lumberjack or something, just two completely different things. But just know that your meeting is going to be very fated, and it's definitely happening, even though you may not see it coming. And I don't think you're going to see it coming, meeting your soulmate here. But what I'm getting is, I think you both have to surrender. I think you both need to be in a place where you're open to spiritual growth. And I think this will happen after you both have gone through certain adversities and certain trials and tribulations in your life. You're only going to meet your soulmate after going through a few bad relationships. I'm sorry to say that, but that's just what Spirit is really saying here. And the way in which your soulmate is showing up, he's showing up here as the King of Swords. So, it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or could have any of the prominent placements, or, you could have any of the prominent placements. We have Empress and Justice, so Libra very heavily. I'm also getting Taurus and Scorpio. So, I think meeting your soulmate is going to be a test for you in terms of your faith and surrender. And I think this is going to be at the forefront. And I think you and your soulmate, you both have a lot of options. And I think you will meet your soulmate when you are in a very receptive energy, when it doesn't matter if you are the guy or the girl, you need to be in your Empress energy, because I think what you are doing is you're magnetizing your soulmate to you. And your soulmate will only be magnetized at the right time. And what will be the right time? Will it be sooner, later? We'll see. But it's definitely, it's going to be a very big change for you. And I think you both are going to meet each other to sort of propel you all further into your destined life paths over here. But your soulmate is a great communicator. I'm definitely picking up some very intellectual energy. Your soulmate could be a lawyer, a doctor, I said, something along those lines. Like your soulmate has a very worldly job here. And they have a lot of people who depend on them. But, your soulmate is going to see you as the Empress, I feel. I think you are the divine feminine here. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. You could very much be a guy and be in your divine feminine power. We have both of them within us, so to speak here, right? And I think the forefront of your relationship is you both triggering each other and making each other question your own reality, not in a very toxic way, but in a way that reinstates your beliefs even furthermore. We have this beautiful angel, and my eyes are going back to the Hangman card again and again, So you both are very, very distinctive personalities. You both have a very, very special life path here. And I'm also picking up a lot of starseed earth angel energy. So, if you identify as a starseed earth angel, just know that your soulmate is going to be a starseed earth angel as well. And we have the Justice card. So I feel a lot of y'all have been in bad relationships, and I feel that some of y'all are getting out of a bad relationship, some of y'all are healing from a bad relationship. Some of y'all are still in a bad relationship. Know that you meeting your soulmate is going to be your justice. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, so I think what you need to understand is there are greater things at play here. There are greater energies and greater life cycles at play here. So I think what Spirit is really saying here is to truly surrender your ego, to truly surrender everything you thought you knew about life. And I think meeting your soulmate is definitely going to open a lot of doors for you that haven't been open for you, till now. I think you're going to get more access through your soulmate, and your soulmate is sort of meant to do that for you, but not in a way for you to have dependence on them or have expectations. I just feel this is something going to happen very, very naturally between the both of y'all. Yeah. But I think both of y'all are very, very attractive. I think both of y'all have a lot of options, and just know that. And I think your soulmate also has this realization that just because you have options doesn't mean it's the right one. And I think your soulmate has also been looking. Your soulmate has been looking for you, and when they finally spot you, it's just going to be like, I feel your soulmate has a lot of friends, so I feel you're definitely going to meet in like a public place, like some sort of public event or like a party or something along those lines. But there are going to be a lot of people around you when you first meet, and maybe you get introduced by your friends or something. But your soulmate is very, very strategic. I think they may not admit it, but it's going to be very much love at first sight for both of y'all. And I think both of y'all are very intellectual and prideful to admit that. So just know that if you're very like, you love right now, your soulmate is in that space too. And I think you both just meeting each other is just going to transmit and change and transmute these sort of hang-ups you have. I think being in each other's energy is just going to be very, very healing to you. And I think you both will see each other's depth. I think you both have a lot of depth here, and I think you both have a lot to express, that you just feel people see through you and not people don't see you for who you are. But I think your soulmate is really, really going to see you for who you are here. We'll take some more tarot and ask, how is this relationship going to be like, and will you get married? So clear, concise messages, Spirit, thank you. Clear, concise messages, Spirit. Okay, that is strange. This card jumped out from this other deck, but I guess we'll take it. We'll keep it here. And give me one more card, Spirit. Okay, so we have Queen of Swords, Knave of Chalices, Judgment, Four of Cups, Three of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Sun, and Nine of Wands. Okay, alright, keep this here. I think the biggest trigger you both are going to give each other is, I think you both are like this. I think you both are very much in touch with your inner child. I think both of y'all are very creative. You have a beautiful inner rich depth. You have a very beautiful inner world. I think your heart is very spacious and just boundless, and you're going to mirror that into each other. But what you're also going to mirror in each other are your insecurities. And I think you both are a little standoffish, and you both are very quick. You both are very quick to cut people out here. And just know that you both are going to have to break each other's boundaries, so to speak, to get access to the more loving, dreamy, part of y'all, and it's going to happen. It may take some time, it may take some struggle at both your ends, but you both are going to follow the calling. And with the Judgment card again, I'm getting very strong love at first sight energy. You know, you both are definitely going to fall in love, and you know, you both may not even admit it to each other even much later on, but it's definitely very love at first sight, and it's just very divinely guided, you know. So just know that it's, you know, your relationship has a lot of angels surrounding you, protecting you. Your ancestors really want you to be with this person. And yeah, I think that's very similar, you know, with the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Swords. You definitely share this commonality. I think you both have been hurt by a lot of people. I think a lot of people who were supposed to have your back betrayed you, and I think this is something you are going through, and your soulmate is going through too. And it may take some time, but you will have this innate recognition, and you'll almost have this pull. You know, you'll not be able to figure out why are you attracted to each other so much. You know, it's just going to be like, I'm hearing like Crazy in Love by Beyonce, so it's going to be very like, you know, being crazily in love with each other, and just getting your hearts racing, so to speak. So I do see marriage, but I think it may take a lot of time to get to that place here. But I think you are the intuitive one here, and I think you both are very intuitive, but you, pile number 2, are even more intuitive. I think you will know firsthand that is your soulmate, and it's going to take them some unlearning and learning to do to realize who you truly are in their life. And the reading ends with the sun over here, so to speak, which is the most beautiful and the best card we can have, right? And they're in this beautiful embrace, and you know, the sun is just sort of pouring down on them. So you definitely are going to come in divine union, and it's going to be very spiritual in nature, you know. So even if you aren't very spiritual, just know that you're going to get a lot more spiritual by the time you meet your soulmate. And I think even you may have to guide your soulmate through certain spiritual awakenings and things like that, you know, because I think you would be someone who's more aware of spiritual awakenings because you've gone through that, you know. You're sort of aware it's not your first time at the rodeo here, so to speak. And yeah, but you both are going to have some very, very big spiritual awakenings before you finally marry each other. But marriage, I definitely see it. But it may take some time to get through certain checks, you know, family, friends, your own inner demons. But just know that you're very, very loved by your soulmate and your soulmate's higher self here. I really feel their presence. You know, they definitely see you as very unique, very one-of-a-kind beauty. And I feel your soulmate is sort of working on their own healing right now. So I think you will just have to be patient. You will just need to have patience and surrender here. You know, we also had the Hangman, so it's going to be a very tricky game of chess, so to speak, in the way you're really going to be tested at every level. Just how much faith do you truly have, and how much are you truly ready to surrender and, you know, keep going forward and forward on your path. Because, you know, doesn't matter what path you sort of take here, you're going to end up with each other, even if it may not seem like that. And I think this has a lot to do with both of y'all suffering from, I think both of y'all suffer from self-worth issues, and I think that is really going to be highlighted here. So by the time you both balance each other out and you know, sort of heal your own issues with self-worth, and just realizing that, you know, you truly can have everything and that you deserve and you truly want, you know. So I think when you sort of get through your own personal issues till they resolve, you know, marriage will happen once all of the things sort of fall into place here, and they will fall into place. There's no other way, you know. You're meant to be with each other. And you know, we sort of have this, the world card here with with the birth of Venus imagery, and what I'm getting with that is it's definitely going to be a rebirth for both of y'all. I think both of y'all have wanted each other forever, and you've been sort of just finding each other through all the wrong people you could probably find. And just know it's going to be very, very rewarding when you finally get to it, and it's going to be a rebirth for you. You're going to definitely move into a whole new trajectory in your life. Pull some additional messages. Anything more you need to tell us, Spirit, about this connection? Okay, so we have the High Priestess, Six of Swords, Moon, Four of Cups again, Lovers, Three of Swords, Sun, the Tower. So again, we have double High Priestess. So I could definitely be speaking to my tarot readers, my Reiki healers, my yoga teachers, my mystics, my psychics, my mediums, my channelers. And just know that I think one of y'all may be more overtly spiritual, but I think initially your partner may just brush it off, but just know that they're equally spiritual too. They perhaps have a very different way about going about it. They have a very different way of manifesting or practicing their rituals and things like that, you know. So a lot of spiritual energy here, and a lot of deep knowing. I think, and I think this is also going to be a test for you, because I think you may initially feel that your soulmate is out of your league, and I think they may feel the same. You know, you definitely mirror each other there, but you will have this deep knowing that that person is meant for you, you know. So, and it's sort of going to be a test in terms of just patience and surrender. That's all Spirit is saying again and again, you know, patience and surrender. So, but just know that coming together, I think both of your intuition is also going to be heightened. I think you may unlock more psychic gifts here. But we have Six of Swords, so there's going to be a rite of passage. I think there's going to be, and I think what I'm getting here is, you know, maybe you or your soulmate, or maybe both of y'all have a kink of doing things outdoors. So just know a lot of outdoor makeout sessions are going to happen. And I'm not going to get into the 18+. But we do have an 18+ reading on the channel, so you can definitely check it out. There's going to be a lot of like secret rendezvous, meeting each other. But there's just going to be a lot of magnetic attraction, you know. For some of y'all, I do feel that either one of y'all, or maybe both of y'all, or maybe one of y'all are in a relationship by the time you meet, and that relationship will sort of dissolve by the time you come together here. And you may be heartbroken initially, you know, because you both are sort of projecting your shadows, but we have the Sun and the Tower, you know, so, and we had the Sun twice. So I definitely see you have kids with your soulmate. I'm sensing a lot of kids here. And, you know, even with the Tower card, I feel there's just going to be a great amount of transformation here. You're not going to be who you are right now by the time you meet your soulmate, or you know, your journey with your soulmate after. You're going to really step into your North Node, and I feel a lot of you all do have a very spiritual path. So I think the more you will fall into your spirituality, the more you will be able to attract your soulmate. And I think that is the key here. I think your emotions are the key here. But yes, there is marriage. You know, I definitely see you get married to your soulmate. But I just get ready for a lot of towers, the good kind, you know. And I think these kind of towers, they're going to really help you see who's really meant to be in your life and who's no longer meant to be in your life, right? So, yeah. Pull an oracle. Any additional messages, Spirit? So we have discrimination, Venus in Virgo. We have choice, which is Mars in, I think that's Libra. And we have vision, which is Sun in Pisces. So I think what you're also going to do here is you're going to really trigger each other and your own past lives that you've probably had. You've definitely had past lives with your soulmate here. And there's going to be great transformation, you know, the butterflies. But you will initially have a choice. You know, I think you may have to choose between your soulmate and someone else, or your soulmate may have to choose between you and someone else. But all said and done, they are going to choose you in the end. And you know, the vision is what ties in with the double high priestesses that we pulled in this pile, right? My psychic babes. So just know that it makes it much easier to go through the test knowing that you're going to get an A. And I think that's what Spirit is really asking me to tell you here, that a lot of your battles are in your own mind here. I'm getting a lot of Eight of Swords energy. So maybe your soulmate is just going to prove you wrong in every way by being with you, because I think you subconsciously don't feel you deserve to be in such a loving relationship. And I think you will be able to discern yourself better when you sort of get with your soulmate, you know, and you will make the right choice, and so will your soulmate here. Yeah. Just trust your visions, trust what you know to be true. Everything is sort of been destined here. You know, you're basically playing out the part. And but again, you do have freedom of choice here. But I do think you will make the right choice. And we sort of earlier spoke about options, right? So I definitely see you both have a lot of options. You both are very, very attractive. But I think the magnetism you're going to feel with your soulmate is just going to be unmatched here. Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number 2s. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My Instagram handle and my email ID is given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out, and see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the devil card, this is going to be a reading on your soulmate. So I'm not saying your soulmate is the devil right away. We'll get into the tarot first. But they definitely could be a Capricorn. I'm definitely picking up strong Capricorn energy. So either you may have some Capricorn prominent placements, or your soulmate has some prominent Capricorn placements. So we are asking Spirit today everything about your soulmate. Who is pile number 3's soulmate? Can we clarify this energy? Yeah. Okay. So I'll pull 3 more cards. Okay, you take it. Okay, so we have the Fool card, we have 10 of Cups, 5 of Wands, clarified by the Wheel, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, the Hangman, 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and Page of Wands. So what I'm really sensing about your soulmate pile number 3 is, I'm not saying they live a dual life, but, and I think this is a lot of what you will have to do. You will sort of have to cut away at certain illusions and blockades that your soulmate has set in place for self-preservation here, because I think your soulmate is someone who's much older than you, or could be much younger than you, but they're very much in touch with their inner child, and I think that they're getting some divine. They definitely have the hand of the divine on their head, so they're very, very protected. They're very, very loved by God, and I think they have everything. I think they have everything except you. That's what Spirit is saying. So they definitely have everything in their life, so I think they're very well off monetarily. And I think what is happening with your soulmate right now is they are in a lot of karmic situations where they have to learn certain lessons. And I feel this may be mirrored into you as well. So I feel you are in a lot of conflicting situations right now. I think you have a lot of haters, and so does your soulmate here. You both definitely have a lot of haters, and just know that when you finally come together, the hate is just gonna skyrocket. So I think you need to already start training yourself in really looking at what other people project onto you as their projections, and not take it onto yourself, because I'm sensing a lot of empathic energy. I feel pile number 3, you are an empath, and so is your soulmate here. But you will have a very brand new beginning with your soulmate, and I think you both are going to go through some deep transformations. And your soulmate definitely sees you as their end all be all. They definitely see you as someone they're going to end up with. They definitely have their eyes on you, so to speak. And I am sensing a lot of karmic strife around you and your soulmate, but we have the 5 of Wands cleared by the wheel. So I think what you need to know here is everything is happening for a reason, and divine timing is at play here. So you can definitely ask your ego to excuse themselves, and I think that is really going to be your own personal challenge in your whole sort of journey with your soulmate, is learning to keep your ego aside, and just realizing that there are grand things at play here, and you cannot truly control the situation no matter how much you wish to. And that sort of ties in with the Hangman. I think this is going to be a test and a lesson for you in surrendering. Surrendering to just the natural flow of things, to the natural, seizing and arising of phenomena in your life, so to speak here. So I feel you may meet your soulmate in a workspace, or you may meet your soulmate, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, I'm just getting destiny. You're going to meet your soulmate out of the blue. You're not going to expect meeting them. Even if you meet them at a party, you're not going to meet them at a party that you sort of expected to meet them at. You're not going to meet them at your school function or something like that. So it's going to be, it's a very destined meeting. You need to understand that. So just know that when you are truly ready, not when you think you're ready, when the universe thinks you're ready to have each other, you will be aligned in your path. And I think Spirit is doing a lot behind the scenes to sort of align you to this new journey and new beginning with your soulmate. But, I think your soulmate has this very hard exterior to themselves. They may have a very worldly job where a lot of people depend on them. But deep down, they're just a little girl or a little boy, who just has so much love to give. And I think both of y'all are givers. And I feel you both of y'all have been in situations where you've just given a lot to the wrong person, and it took you forever to realize that the problem was not in your love. You couldn't have loved the person harder. The problem was with the other person that you were with. And I think when you meet your soulmate, you will finally understand and realize why certain relationships and things didn't work out. It's all going to fall into place. We have Queen of Swords. So, and I think this is both of y'all. I think you and your soulmate both know remorse. I think both of y'all have gone through a lot of betraying, backstabbing, narcissistic energies, a lot of karmic energies that you both have had to cut out. And I think what I'm getting here is you will meet your soulmate when you are alone, when you're sort of minding your own business in your own lane, doing your own thing, and your soulmate is just going to come out of nowhere, and it's not going to be like, yes, it's going to be love at first sight, but it's not going to be love at first sight. It's not going to progress that fast. I think you will have a lot of stages in between, so there's going to be a lot of getting to know each other. There's going to be a lot of being acquaintances with each other, and just really vibing out with each other. You may party a lot with your soulmate beforehand, or and you may even go to certain parties or dinners with your soulmate and a lot of other people in a group. That's what I'm picking up here. But what I'm sensing here is you and your soulmate, you both are very, very hardworking. You both are very, very hardworking here. So, and I feel right now you may feel you don't have enough passions, you don't have enough things going for you, but know that will change. The spirit is doing a lot behind the scenes to give you what you deserve. And I feel a lot of y'all are in a resting period, and so is your soulmate here. I think you both, you see how this weary skeleton is just chilling after battle. You both are a little weary after everything that you've been through, but just know that just being in each other's energy, it's going to renew you. You will feel like a whole new person. You will definitely feel like a virgin here, so to speak. But I definitely see you and your soulmate, you both are very fixed on, securing the bag. So, keep working hard, keep making the money that you need. I think both of y'all are working on creating legacy wealth for each other. Very unintentionally, almost, Because I think your soulmate has an understanding that they will meet you at some point, and I'm sensing a very strong provider energy, so they definitely want to take care of you. So I think your soulmate is very, very busy right now. I think they're very busy building the future that they aspire, and they're manifesting. And I feel both of y'all may feel very drained creatively. I feel a lot of y'all may feel burnt out, but just know that all of it will be renewed. Anything that has been taken away from your life is definitely going to be restored in a way that you couldn't even see it. And I don't think you realize how happy you're going to be in the future, and I don't think you even believe that because of everything that you've gone through here. And I think that is the same for your soulmate. But this destined meeting it's going to change a lot of things in the trajectory of your life, and it's for good, by the way. Yeah, so you will have renewed sense of passion, and I think your soulmate is the one who's going to approach you. I don't think you are the one that's going to approach your soulmate here, so to speak. Pull some more tarot. How will this relationship be, Spirit? How will this relationship be? And will they get married? Okay, jump. We have very similar cards to pile number 2. You may be attracted to pile number 2. Maybe pile number 2 has some messages for you. But we have 9 of Swords, the Hermit, 2 of Pentacles, the Sun, 3 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 6 of Wands, High Priestess, and Judgment. So, like I said, this is going to be a very, very spiritual relationship. It doesn't matter if both of y'all are not very spiritual, but it's going to be very spiritual in your own personal understanding of what spirituality is. And I feel you may be the spiritual one, or your partner may be the spiritual one, or either one of y'all may not be, and you may sort of make each other spiritual, or you may both not be spiritual, but it is going to be a very spiritual relationship. For example, you both could be doctors, but the way you practice medicine, it's going to be very spiritual. And you're going to, you could very much do very different things, but you're going to have that recognition and respect and awe for what both of y'all do over here. I see both of y'all working. I see both of y'all, and I think both of y'all love being alone, and I think both of y'all are insomniacs. I think both of y'all don't sleep a lot. Pile number 3. I think you're the kind who would watch tarot readings late night, and I think your soulmate is also, if they don't watch, I'm not saying they watch tarot, but they probably just watch something late night or they read. And I think both of y'all just love being in solitude here. My nose is itching, so that's confirmation. So you both love being in your head. I'm getting a lot of intellectual energy here. But the way in which your relationship with your soulmate is going to go is you're definitely going to trigger each other, and you may trigger each other into going into hermit mode and isolating yourself, because I think both of y'all need isolation to even process all these heavy, deep feelings that you're feeling that you never even thought you would feel when you finally meet each other, and I am sensing some of y'all have already met your soulmate, but you're sort of in the early stages of it, and you're sort of figuring out how to balance things here. But just know that you will be able to balance your work and your relationship. And I'm sensing some of y'all have kids here, so just know that your kids will, really love your soulmate, and your soulmate is going to be very accepting of your kids. Or if you don't have kids, your soulmate definitely wants kids. So be careful when you get down to it, And we have the Sun card, so I think all of it is, it's going to be a very triggering journey for your soul, and I think your soul has definitely signed up for this. And I think pile number 3, your soul is the kind that would probably sign up for the most difficult thing, and I'm sure you'll be like, yeah, I can imagine my soul like signing up for the most difficult life path. But I think both of y'all are very, very strong and resilient. Both of y'all don't even realize how much potential you have, and I think when you finally meet each other, you're going to push each other. It's going to be a very challenging relationship in a good way. You're both going to push each other to the max of your potential, and the realization and the manifestation of your true potential here, because you both are very, very powerful beings, and there is union. I definitely see marriage, and it's almost going to be like a calling, I'm also picking up that you and your soulmate may come from different places, like different ethnicities. Your soulmate doesn't live near you. So there's definitely going to be a lot of travel when you end up being together, and you're going to settle somewhere else. You're not going to settle where you're currently living, is also what I'm picking up. But I think your soulmate already has very, very big plans with you. That they definitely want the whole white picket fence, kids, all of that. And it's going to happen. There is victory. We have 6 of wands. So it's all going to happen. And we have the high priestess. So, you very well could be a tarot reader, my Reiki master, my yoga teachers, my psychic, my mystics, my medium babes, so. And I think it's also going to be a test in your intuition and your own personal spirituality, because it's going to be a test for you in a way that I think your partner may even trigger you at times to get a reaction out of you just because you're so calm and collected and all that, But just know that they're only doing all this out of their own sort of unhealed shadow. So, I think you need to keep being in your divine feminine energy. You need to keep being in your receptive energy. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. We all have the feminine and the masculine within us, and I think you're just going to keep attracting this person, and this person may even test you a few times, But just know that everything in your gut is true. And just because others don't see the vision that you have doesn't mean that the vision is not true. The vision is very, very true here. So I think what Spirit is saying for you to hear is be quiet. Don't go around sharing details and excitement. Keep that, learn to control that charge within you. Don't even tell your friends here when you meet your soulmate. Keep it to yourself for a while. Let it gestate within you. And try to be more aware of it. It's definitely going to be a very, very spiritual relationship. Like I said, we have the Judgment. So you definitely have a lot of angelic protection and guidance during this whole relationship, you know, you may be seeing feathers, you may be seeing synchronistic numbers, things like that. But just know that, yeah, it's going to be a very, you're both going to have the loyalty that you've always desired and wanted from each other. It's all going to be there, you know. You will be renewed as a person here. And I feel you don't smile or laugh as much, pile number 3, but when your person comes in, even you will feel like a whole another being, you know, in your own body. You know, you're gonna laugh more, you're gonna go out more, you're gonna socialize more if you're not socializing right now. You know, just know that it's all going to happen. But the test for you to know is that hold your ancient wisdom close to you, you know, and stick to it. It's going to be a test for you to surrender to your faith, and it's really going to be a test in faith here. But you're going to emerge victorious regardless, and you're going to end up with your soulmate regardless, you know. So yeah, that's actually very powerful. Pull some more tarot. Any additional messages here, Spirit? Too many cards. Too many. Okay, we'll take this. Again, too many. Take one. So we have 4 of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, 3 Queens, 6 of Wands, Hermit, Star. Okay. You both are very, very powerful. You both are very, very powerful individuals, and you will meet each other when you are both at the peak of your own personal conquests. You know, you both have kingdoms, so to speak, and you both are very, very attractive. You both have a lot of options, and you both have a very fiery exterior with a very nurturing, loving inner world that not everyone knows, except people who truly know you, you know, or people who have known you. But and I feel, like I said, you know, it's going to come in phases. I don't think you're going to fall in love with your soulmate right away. You know, you will fall in love right away, but the ascent to being together, it's going to be very challenging. You both may have to cut out a lot of people. You both may have to let go of a lot of things, people, places that no longer serve you. The things that you have been putting on the back burner, you will have to address it. You will really, really have to address it and cut people out, you know. So, but regardless, all being said and done, you will have victory with your soulmate. I am definitely sensing marriage and kids here, you know. So keep making a wish here. Wish upon the stars. That is what Spirit is saying. And I think the best trick for you to sort of, and it's not about tricks, but you know, sometimes it kind of is, right? I'm not necessarily picking runner chaser energy here, but what Spirit is saying for you, pile number 3, is you need to be in your power. Do not give your power away even when things get bad with your soulmate. You know, because your soulmate may have certain healing to do on their own. So allow your soulmate to do that. For some of y'all, you know, I'm feeling, again, it's a general reading, take what resonates, leave the rest. Your soulmate may already be with someone else, and you know, they're sort of completing that karmic cycle. So what you can keep doing is, you know, you can keep being the star and keep shining and keep doing what you are doing. Never for a minute let go of what you are doing, because your soul path is very, very important here. You have a very special mission here. You know, you are very much, and I think both of y'all, what you're going to do with each other is, I think both of y'all in your own way are raising like the collective consciousness, but there may be a time that you may come with your soulmate, fall out, before you finally end up together because of, you know, certain things. But keep doing you, keep being hopeful, you know. Hope is going to be your superpower here, especially after everything that you've been through your pile number 3. Trust me, you need to just keep hoping and keep radiating, because, you know, you are showing up here as the star. You know, your soulmate sees you as the wish fulfillment, and you are your soulmate's wish fulfillment. And I think you will also eventually realize your own potential here, you know. So just keep doing you, keep focusing on what you're doing. I feel a lot of y'all may be in the public eye, so, you know, you do have a lot of eyes on you, so to speak. But just know that you are on the right path, and surrender all your own limiting beliefs. And because what Spirit is really saying here is, you know, sky is the limit here. You can have everything you ever wanted and truly more. You're very, very powerful manifestors, and keep manifesting your soulmate in. But you don't even need your soulmate in a way, you know, because you are that powerful. So just know that I'm getting very power couple vibes here. So, you know, when you and your soulmate come together, there's going to be a lot of talk. You know, there's definitely going to be a lot of talk, and I'm sensing different ethnicities, you know, and I'm also sensing some same-sex energy here. So just know that you will eventually get the approval and validation you need. Not like you really need it, but, you know, from your parents or whatever, it will happen. The love will happen. And I think when you finally make it with your soulmate, you both will be able to create a lot of abundance together here. You both will be able to create a lot of abundance. So just know that everything is a test for you, and just know that you've already passed. You just have to get through it. So don't try to bypass your test, you know. Know that you are exactly where you are for a reason, you know. If you haven't met your soulmate yet, or if you aren't already married, there's a reason for that. Because there's something you have to learn before getting to your happily ever after, because it's going to happen regardless, you know. All your wishes, all that you ever wanted in a soulmate, it's going to happen. And, you know, like we started the reading with the devil card, you know. So you both are very, very attractive, you know. Your soulmate is devilishly handsome, or you know, you are devilishly handsome, you know. So there is a lot of attraction. I'm not going to get into the 18+, you know. We have an 18+ reading on the channel, so please check it out in the pickacard readings. But yeah, I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, there is a lot of love and mutual attraction here that I'm definitely sensing. So what Spirit is saying is keep doing you, and when you have sort of leveled up enough, you know, you will meet your soulmate, because you've had lifetimes before here, is what I'm getting. For some oracle. Any final? Okay. Then you have shuffle. So like I said, you know, I don't want to get into the 18+, but we have seduction, riches, generosity, idealism. So I think this really ties into what I was saying, you know. You're making your own money, so is your soulmate, and just know that your soulmate is like super rich, you know. I'm getting like daddy vibes, so to speak here. So know that you will be well taken care of, and you both are very, very generous, you know. And I'm sensing also a very strong twin flame energy here, you know. You're gonna be very yin-yang-y, you know. You're gonna have like a very yin-yang. You will just come together perfectly, and you know, there's gonna be a lot of attraction, and you know, you'll be financially well off, and you will have enough to give others. And with idealism, I think you both are very, very idealistic, and life till this point has just proven everything otherwise. And I think you both have a lot of anger. So just know that everything that you always sort of perceived and had the vision of, you know, I'm getting a lot of clairvoyance here, you know, very psychic pile. So everything that you always envisioned for yourself, it's going to happen. It may not happen in the way you want it to happen, but it is going to happen. And I feel like I said, I feel you both, when both of y'all come together, it's going to be a very power couple move and vibe, and you're going to raise the collective consciousness in some way. I'm definitely picking up some strong star seed couple energy here. So you both are definitely star seeds. Oh, and I just noticed the adaptability card. So yeah, just be receptive. Be receptive. Know when to give up. Don't. If there's any resistance in your life, pile number 3, you need to really understand why is the resistance there. Why is the resistance there? Because it has a reason. It's there to teach you something. Don't try to push it away. If you're pushing something away, be aware of it. Or if you're indulging in something, be aware why you're indulging and what you're indulging. So what Spirit is really saying here is mindfulness. You need to be very, very mindful of. Be very mindful of the place in your life right now. And I also feel some of y'all need to journal. A lot of y'all also really need to journal here. I feel you need to maintain some sort of record, just so you can be grateful when all these blessings will come in, because all these blessings will come in out of nowhere, so to speak here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, so I don't think you see it coming. I don't think you see meeting your soulmate, but it is going to happen. So just prepare yourself. I think you internally know. We had the High Priestess twice, right? Or once. But know what you know to be true. It's all about trusting. You have ancient wisdom. You're very, very much being guided right now. And your relationship is very, very protected. So no one can sabotage it. Let me tell you that. Except your mind, So focus on healing yourself. Stay in your lane. I think a lot of y'all are very introverted anyway. I feel a lot of y'all just love minding your business, and you could care less for other people, and be in that energy, because you're definitely accelerating your soul further and further in evolution. So that is great. Yeah, a very powerful reading. So yeah, that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my email ID and my Instagram handle is given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you.